This week we're talking about kilts. They very much are for this season. It's a kind of combination of two strands of fashion. One, the punk exhibition that happened at the Met in New York this summer, and on the other hand, statement skirts, the idea of a kind of bold skirt being the anchor piece of an outfit, which is very much of the moment. And where those two meet, you get the kilt. If you take what Coco Chanel said about elegance being taking one thing off before you leave the house, I think you can kind of apply that to kilts. If you think tartan, you think pleats, but the little strap buckles you have here, if you think of those three elements which are kind of key kilt elements, maybe go for a skirt which has two of those elements but not all three. I think three is overkilt. So I've gone with the pleats and the buckly things, as yet unnamed, and I've left the tartan. That's my 2 out of 3, and this one is by Sunspel, which is a classic kind of kilt makers. The Scottish are rivaled in their love of a kilt by the Italians. Italian designers just love a kilt. You never go to Milan Fashion Week and don't see at least 25 kilts. So this one, I'm going to start with Versace. I love this kind of sexy PVC kilt. I mean, if you can get away with that, then I think you totally should. And this one here, this next one is Moschino. So you see there you had your black and your pleats, and here you got your tartan and your pleats, but not all together. I think you're getting the hang of it now. This one's a lot shorter. I think that's really a decision that depends on you and your legs. If you want to go for one of the more understated, chic London option, then obviously it has to be J.W. Anderson, who is putting kilts on all the young fashionistas at London Fashion Week at the moment. This one's really lovely, really beautiful texture. You can't really tell the fabric on the video, but it's a really lovely soft wool. And then lastly, a couple of high street versions. ASOS, nice and short. And lastly, Karen Millen. The thing about kilts is that they are designed to be provocative. On a man, a kilt is hypermasculinity and rebellion and a little bit girly all at the same time. It couldn't be more confusing. And on a woman, it's kind of half Vivienne Westwood punk and half St. Trinian schoolgirl. If you're wearing it for fashion, you don't want it to look too crazy. So for that reason, I think it's good to tone down the kilt a little bit.